Well, hello. Welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a while. It is currently April 29th of 2026, and this is my first video of the year. Anyways, I have not been as active on my social media this semester because I have honestly just been so busy with just school and like all my extracurriculars, and I honestly just didn't have time to balance both content creation and going to school. I don't really know how people do it, like genuinely. I don't know how Nicole Lano and like other people that go to school do this because it is hard and it is very time consuming. I just wanted to come on here and just I really wanted to make a video about the 5 things I learned throughout my sophomore year. I'm not gonna lie, this year was low-key really hard. I completely lost myself and it was one of the most challenging years of my adulthood. I say adulthood as if I've been an adult for that long, but genuinely, it has been such a rough year. I want to just preface that, like I said, I haven't been posting out because I've been so busy, but I do plan on posting more in the summer since I'll have a little bit more free time, and I'm kind of excited. But a main reason why I also haven't been posting anything is because I completely lost my motivation and my ambition for even making content. But it's okay, guys. Hope is coming back. Anyways, let's get into what the video is actually about. So I've learned a lot my sophomore year. Like a lot. And I just want to be able to share everything that I've learned through this year and hopefully help somebody out. I know my audience is not that big, but this is also kind of like a video diary for me. And I kind of just like seeing myself grow and see who I was before and who I will become later on. So the first thing that I learned this year was ignorance is bliss. I used to be someone that really wanted to know every single little detail about the drama or the tea or what someone said about so and so. And honestly, that is so draining. I used to involve myself in situations where it wasn't even my place, but I just wanted to be a part of it because I was so nosy. And don't get me wrong, I'm still a little bit nosy, but I've definitely gotten a lot better. I just really learned this year that I don't need to know everything. I'm just gonna preface before I get into the nitty gritty of what I want to talk about. I am gonna keep some of the situations I am mentioning private because I don't really need my whole sophomore story out there. And I know a lot of people are gonna think and try to guess about who it's about or what happened exactly, but you guys are just gonna get the very bare minimum of what I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, anyways, so this year I've gotten to meet a lot of new people and I really put myself out there. So, as many of you guys know, I am a part of AKD5, which is MSU's only Asian interest sorority on campus. And I'm not gonna lie, I never saw myself as a sorority girl. I was just going to their recruitment events for fun. But as I went to more events, I really found a community where I really wanted to be a part of that was bigger than myself. I'm also a part of VSA, which is the Vietnamese Student Association. I just want to branch more into the Asian community because I feel like I'm very disconnected. I grew up in a very Middle Eastern community, and I just wanted to find a place where I could find similar passions and just a community where I could just be myself. So, being a part of that, I've met a lot of great people, and just in general, this year, I really put myself out there and I went out to different clubs and I really tried to make new connections and just venture out because I'm a very introverted person and I don't really let people in that easily. I had let someone in fairly easily due to the circumstances we were in. When I had met this person, I had thought that they could be my safe place and they were a mentor that could guide me into the right direction. I had gotten fairly close with this person. I would talk to them a lot, especially about the troubles I had or just like things that were going on in my life. And boy, oh boy, was that kind of a mistake. Without getting into the details, essentially they just didn't want me in their life. And it honestly hurt to hear that from other people. I thought that the bond I had created with this person was going to last and I really trusted them. To hear that they were talking behind my back and never really wanted me in their life in the first place was heartbreaking. I used to be obsessed with people's opinions on me and how they would feel and how they would perceive me, and I would overthink every little detail, every little thing that I would say and be like, "Oh my god, like if I say this, will they like me? Did I say something wrong?" Or, I'm always trying to impress people and I really need to stop doing that. I got information I did not want to hear. Back then, I had regretted asking and pestering because I wish I just didn't know. Now that I've gotten over it, in a way, thankful. It's probably for the best if I just don't know certain things. That experience alone has really showed me people's true colors and that I need to stop being so nosy because this will only hurt me in the end. This semester, I've really been reflecting on that experience, so I've been keeping my distance away from certain people and the drama, and I'm just stepping back away from certain people as a whole. I also have been asking people to just not involve me in certain things because not only is it not my place, I just don't think that involving me will make things better, nor will it make me feel any better because once I'm involved, there's a big chance that you are also going to be talked about, and that's not something I want. I feel like in a way I've matured a lot, and I honestly have felt a lot happier because it's so draining to always be involved in drama, and it just feels like high school all over again, and I just didn't want to be involved in it, so I just stepped back. So the next thing that's really, really important is to keep in touch with your friends. I'm not gonna lie, I did a poor job with keeping in touch with my hometown friends. I definitely could have done better first semester, and it was honestly such a hard time in my life, and life just gets busy. But me not focusing on my friendships really, really hurt because I had almost lost two people that I value so much in life. And I think if I genuinely did lose them, I would honestly also lose like a part of myself because these people have grown up with me in a way, and they've seen me from my chuz times to now, and the thought about even losing them hurts my heart. But I will say that it wasn't just me, it is a two-way street. So this is just like an in general statement. I'm not even just talking about my hometown friends, I'm also just talking about friends on campus too. Keeping in touch with people that you don't necessarily see every day is really, really important. But you also should be surrounding yourself with the right people. Like I say before, I've met a lot of people and I've created a lot of connections this year, but there's also certain people that I wish I had never met. You need to have a good support system around you, and it's not only friends who will be there for you and take your side on things and comfort you, it's also people who push you to do better and become a better person. I am so, so thankful for my roommates and Danny. Shout out to you guys because I know they will be 100% honest with me when it comes to things I'm doing or things I'm saying, because I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm very blunt, and that's something I'm definitely trying to work on. Being blunt is not necessarily a bad thing, but I'm very much say what I say, and I'm very much a bitch about it, and that's not good. But it's also not even just them. There's other people in my life too that have been helping me be better and just grow as a person. Your friends are here to help you in life and just also make things more fun. If you don't actively keep these connections, then you will end up alone, and that is a very, very sad life. Don't get me wrong, I love my alone time, but there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. When I was going through the trenches, I found it really lonely because I had done such a bad job at keeping in touch with my friends that it made me realize that, like, oh my god, Hope, get your shit together because you're gonna lose all these people and you're gonna be completely alone, and who's gonna be there for you? No one. So keep your friends close to you. They are so important in your life, and you don't even know it until it's almost too late. Another good thing that I learned this year was rejection is good. Don't get me wrong, rejection does not feel fun, but it honestly really opens your eyes to new things. I have a lot of interests and skills, but I had no idea what to actually major in because I was so indecisive and I couldn't just pick one thing. I remember like freshman year, I was going through like the major list and I was debating on like doing astrophysics or civil engineering or kinesiology, and I was like, as much money as this will make me, I don't think I'll be fully happy with it. And I was originally supposed to do architecture at Lawrence Tech, but I was deterred from that path by a lot of people. And during my freshman year, I really, really regretted listening to them because I felt like architecture was something I could have done and I would have been really passionate about it. But I was just so scared about not being able to attain a job. I went with a safe route and I applied to MSU for business. So in business, I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I had like dreams in the future about having like a bakery, cafe, bookstore, study something in the future, but I didn't exactly know what I wanted to get into. So I had applied to Eli Broad College of Business, which is the business school at MSU, and I got rejected. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, my grades weren't the best freshman year, second semester because I took a coding class and that really tanked my GPA. I had applied for supply chain and I wasn't necessarily interested in the field. Like, I mean, I had some interest, but I wasn't like passionate about it. And I also knew that it would make me a lot of money because we have a really good program here. But I think my case studies and the way I answered the questions weren't really that good because I just wasn't passionate about it. So when I found out that I got rejected, I felt so lost. I felt like I had nowhere to go. And obviously, you can reapply, but in my mind, I was like, if I get rejected the first time, then I will probably get rejected the second time. And I was pondering all fall semester during my sophomore year about what to do. And all that thinking, I did some research about marketing. And I know the stigma around marketing. I literally just said that like I was so scared that I wasn't going to be able to get a job, and like being a marketing major is honestly kind of difficult, but I think it's only difficult because a lot of people think that if you have a degree in marketing, then you'll probably be fine. You'll probably be able to get an entry level job. But no, you have to make a marketing portfolio and do all these extra things and get these certifications to actually put yourself out there. And I personally have a lot more passion to do that instead of doing some healthcare thing or civil engineering. So I had applied again last semester and I got it. Yay! Getting rejected the first time genuinely helped me so much because it made me want to delve deeper into what I actually want to do and figure out where my passion lies. Another time I got rejected this year was when I ran for VSA's president position, and a lot of people were very worried that there was going to be drama or that I was going to react badly because apparently there's always drama when it comes to like people running for leadership and they don't get it. And it's not even just for my club, it's for other clubs as well, which I kind of get it now, like why they would be like afraid that like something would happen. I was honestly only scared of disappointing my friends. A lot of people were hyping me up and a lot of people were encouraging me to do it because they thought I would be a good leader. And don't get me wrong, I think I would have been a good leader, but I just don't think that this is my time. And as much passion I have for my club, I just don't think that I was actually ready for it. And essentially was kind of relieved that I didn't get it. I am the new public relations chair, and that handles our Big Little program and being a liaison for our Apostle affiliates. I had talked about how I want to be closer with our affiliates because I had seen like other communities. Like I'm a part of PASS. Well, not as much this year. I was really busy this year, but Miko's in PASS, which is the Filipino organization. I had saw how they operate, and I was a general body member in that organization, so I obviously saw it in a different light. I honestly want to start rebuilding our relationships with not only PASS but also like our affiliates because I feel like we are all a minority at the school, and I think just being more connected and being around each other will just make things and our community grow so much more. Getting back on track though, me not getting the position really opened my eyes on what I need to improve on personally and what I can do better. Another thing I learned was to keep up with your hobbies. So this year I have been focused on extracurriculars, school, and just work, and wow. I was mentally and physically drained to the point where when I would get home, I would only want to rot in bed and do nothing because I had no energy and I didn't exactly enjoy life because I wasn't doing anything fun. At first, I didn't realize what was going on. I was like, oh my God, like, why is my life like this? Why am I so sad? Why am I so depressed? And I'm like, girl, it's because you're not doing any of the fun stuff. Like, yes, I would go out with my friends and everything like that, but I remember in high school, I used to be involved in so much stuff and I used to have so many hobbies. I used to play a few instruments, I used to play tennis, I would bullet journal every single day and scrapbook and just make so many like cute arts and crafts. I had so many hobbies that would just help me relieve my stress from my day and just make me happy. And I just completely stopped doing that this year. I essentially didn't realize it until it was too late. Once I did, I really am trying to focus on being able to balance my work life and my fun life. I feel like hobbies are something that really set you apart from other people because it's a part of your personality and it's just shows off how unique you are as a person. Trust me, since the weather's getting better, I'm gonna be out there on the courts playing tennis. I'm not that good, but I still enjoy the sport and it's fun. The last and final thing that I had learned this year is consistency is key. Along with my hobbies, I used to also go to the gym a lot in high school. I'm not gonna lie, this year and last year I'm really lacking. I found no motivation to go and it honestly really hurt me in the end because I have pictures of my progress and then I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, damn, like I lost all the work that I did. I don't know if this is toxic or not, but I look at my old pictures of myself all the time to motivate myself to go to the gym because sometimes I know throughout like first semester I would go to the gym and then stop going for like 3 weeks. And I'm like, girl, what is that gonna do for you? Nothing. So I'm thinking in my mind, like, you want a big butt, you want your abs back, you want toned legs. And to do that, I have to be consistent. But I'm not even just talking about going to the gym, I'm also just talking about just in general with consistency. I used to not make my bed. No, I hate it so much. But I've been making my bed regularly every single day and I honestly love it. I love looking at my clean bed and seeing everything organized, and me doing it every day and forcing myself to do it has just made me appreciate it so much more. But also, another thing I didn't used to do is my skincare. I used to go to bed with my makeup on and just wake up and not wash my face at all. And for me personally, I don't break out that much. I only really break out if it's like hormonal. I have eczema and it's really bad, I'm not gonna lie, but I have definitely been working on it. It's not as bad as it used to be, but I still could definitely get better. But my face would get really, really dry and it would always crack and it just would always like feel gross because I was never really taking care of it. So then I started washing my face every day and night. My skin has gotten a lot smoother and it doesn't crack as much anymore. And something I've also needed to do every day is put lotion on my body, not even after the shower, but like even when I wake up too. Like I said, my eczema is pretty bad And that's something I'm definitely really, really insecure about. In my mind, I'm like, if you want it to get better, then you have to treat it every day. Like me visually seeing that my consistency is actually paying off on things, like it makes me proud of myself and it just motivates me to do it even more. Those aren't even all of the things that I've learned this year. There's so many other things that I would love to talk about. I just don't feel like editing it. And I just thought that these 5 things were very important to me that I want to just let you guys know about. Like I said, even if I don't have that big of an audience, I'm hoping that this will reach someone and it'll just help them be a better person and just grow. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little yap session. Thanks for sticking around. And for those who actually came back to my channel after a long hiatus, thank you. And even though I'm low key just a girl in her apartment just yapping about her life, I'm hoping it was somewhat interesting. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next video. Bye.